And that has been a fantastic organization based upon the 5 freedoms that were outlined in England in the 60s. You know, farming is done very well in the majority of cases, but there are lots and lots of things to route out and to change, like they're trying to make the cages for the layers. You know, veterinarians really split on that in Proposition 8 and was it 2? Proposition 2 in California. And how all the small animal veterinarians had signs up, be kind to chickens when you go voting. And then the chicken doctors were saying, hey, we'll never have eggs in California. But we knew that there was going to be a compromise somehow. But the citizens of the state have decided that they want their animals to have a good life if they're going to produce eggs. And so now, with science, with good science, they're going to have something called colony housing, where chickens will be living in rooms about this size with wonderful ventilation, all kinds of perches, and they're laying just as many eggs, if not more, because they're happier.
Really?
Yep, that's been found. Yes, Wade?
As a veterinarian, do you recommend to neuter a dog?
Oh, that's a very interesting question these days. Yeah, there was in fact, a very famous group, Dr. Ben Hart, from UC Davis, along with many other researchers, followed golden retrievers. Are you familiar with the study? Okay, it was just out last month. Golden retrievers that were neutered and at the time, or spayed at the time, and found out that possibly they'll have more orthopedic disease if they don't have their growth hormones, their sex hormones to grow. The big problem is we have is all this overpopulation problem, and the answer for the advocates to control overpopulation is to neuter these little animals by the time that they go to the new home, because they don't even expect that the adoptee will have the responsibility to do that. So there's now another conflict within people who love animals. And I wrote about this 3 or 4 years ago when we discovered that possibly the sex hormones might cause the bones to not close. The back legs are a little taller, and dogs might have more knee issues and some kinds of cancer if they're spayed or neutered young before their sex hormones are active. So Ira and I decided to wait on our puppy till she was just about a year old. She was about 11 and a half months old when we had her ovaries removed by a very expensive laparoscopy thing where she didn't even have to cut her open, and we had a gastropexy to prevent her from having bloat, a twisted stomach, torsion.
So listen, she could answer questions all night, and I want her to do that. And I just want to, come to a close on this, but know that she's going to be around here while we're wrapping up tonight, because we still have to tear down everything and whatever. But
and we want to go to Old Town with Carolyn and have a glass of wine.
But listen, I just want to say thank you for
you're
being part of
welcome.
this. Can we give her our appreciation? The bottom of your handout that you can go to, and you can contact her that way if you want to, and find out more and ask her questions. And I agree, I think we need to get some refinement on these numbers and get some input from some people who think differently than this. And she is wide open to listening to that.
We didn't have time to put your numbers in. If you could even put numbers in these days.
You have a comment?
I just want to say too that the Peter Zippy Foundation that Dr. Villalobos works